Today's Tip Tuesday. Today's tip is how to photograph your election. It's gonna be a quick lesson for you to have. We're still on, and Dr. Taji says cornbread. I believe in the indigenous American culture, the Native Americans had the original version, not the cake version that Black folks like to make today. Okay, good job. Okay, back to the lesson. Back to the lesson. Here we go. How to photograph your election. Number one. Hey everyone, today is election day. Here are some tips to help you capture the essence of this pivotal event. Number one, plan ahead. Research polling locations and events. Know where and when key moments will happen to be in the right place at the right time. That's so important. Make sure you do your research. Also know that you cannot go into the actual voting area with your camera. You know where you can stand. There's certain areas in that area, certain areas around the voting. While people are voting for, in the election, you cannot go around. And also, that takes me to the next thing. Be mindful of people's privacy, or as the British say, my privacy, especially in polling stations. Focus on capturing the atmosphere and the broader story rather than individual voters. Rather than individual voters. Try to photograph the whole thing happening like interactions, people coming out of the election building, people interacting with each other, people hugging each other, people giving each other high fives, people excited about what they did in the process. Yes, so but stay away from individual photos of individuals. Next, tell a story. Look for moments that convey the emotions and significance of the day. People waiting in line, volunteers helping out, and the excitement of first-time voters. I have to tell you, I photographed my first election during Biden's election day, the Biden-Trump election day. And I have to tell you, it was one of the best experiences of my life. I was hired by a foundation, and they were doing drives to the polls. So they were taking people to the polls, and I was hired to be with them, be on the bus, get off the bus, photograph them, connect, and see all the connections and how these you had the people, elderly people, you had poor, they were coming from the poor neighborhoods. They were busing them in. I would get in the van or the bus and just hang out with them, photograph them in the bus, conversations. So yes, so this is what you do. You want to create and tell the story from one point to the next. So do that. Next on this, capture details. Don't just focus on the big picture. Snap photos of campaign signs, buttons, and other small details that add depth to your story. Like like people wearing the Kamala Harris button. I'm pro Kamala Harris, so the Kamala Harris, or whoever is voting, whoever's up for your election, and you get the pins, and you see the pins on the table, and you see people wearing banners and flags and all kinds of stuff, lawn signs. Tell your story. Capture the details. Use natural light. Use natural light to avoid harsh shadows and maintain a more authentic feel whenever possible. Like most of your shots should be outdoors. Again, you can't take pictures indoors because you're not allowed to take pictures in polling areas. So don't even think about it. Don't even think, oh my God, I want to get in there and take a shot. Don't do it. You will. I don't think they will arrest you. But in some places, they can arrest you if you take pictures in a polling area. So I should not voting area. Do not go into the voting areas. Okay? Be respectful. But also use natural light when you're outside. Use that natural light. Next, stay safe. Be aware of your surroundings and follow any guidelines or restrictions in place. Your safety is paramount. So make sure that you are following the rules. Make sure you follow the rules. Every state has different rules. Every country has different rules, because I am also not only sharing this with American voting, but this is also going to help you in South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, because this is also being for other countries as well, because a lot of you will be seeing this video from other countries. So check that out. Do not just assume you can just go in and take pictures, or go someplace and take pictures during the election of your election, your major elections. Make sure you know the rules and the guidelines. Next, edit thoughtfully. Post-process your images to enhance clarity and color, but keep them true to the moment. Okay, and we always talk about those editings. We all have in our smartphones those editing tools, like Lightroom, like Photoshop, like Snapseed, and your phone itself has an editing tool. If you want to use your phone, a lot of people use their phones when they're photographing and telling their story. So make sure you use that. Next, happy shooting, and let's document this historic event together. So get out there, share your photos in your Instagram, share your photos on TikTok, share your photos, put together your story reel, put together, I should say, your story or your reel, and be able to present it to your fan base and the people in your online community. So get out there and take photos.